Good evening students. Welcome back to online mathematics class. So in the last class we have solved up to the 10th problem. So let us continue with the 11th one. It is prove that the function f given by f of x which is equals to x square minus x plus 1 is neither strictly increasing nor strictly decreasing on minus open interval minus 1 comma 1. So let us take this as f of x and then go for the differentiation. So I write f of x as it is, f of x which is equals to x square minus x square minus x plus 1. Now I'll be differentiating both the sides with respect to x. We get f dash of x which is equals to f dash of x, then derivative of x square will be 2x, then minus differentiation of x will be 1. So 2x minus 1 and then differentiation of 1 will be 0. Leave that. So now we have got the derivative of the function. Now to get the critical point we have to equate f dash of x with 0. So here now f dash of x which is equals to 0. What is f dash of x now? It is 2x minus 1. So 2x minus 1 which is equals to 0. Now take minus 1 to the RHS, it becomes plus 1. You get 2x which is equals to 1. Now take 2 to the RHS, it goes to the denominator. You get x equal to 1 by 2. So now the point x equal to 1 by 2 divides the given interval into two intervals. See here, the point x equal to 1 by 2, the point x which is equals to 1 by 2 divides the interval minus 1 comma 1 into two disjoint intervals they are, that is see here, I'll be marking them on the number line. So this is minus 1, this is plus 1, and what is the point now? X equal to 1 by 2. So in between we get 1 by 2. Then so the two intervals are minus 1 comma 1 by 2 and then 1 by 2 comma 1. So here I'll be going for intervals. We should go for the table now. Intervals and then sine of f dash of x, and then nature of function. So here we get nature of function. So now what are the intervals? Open interval minus 1 comma 1 by 2. So minus 1 comma 1 by 2. Then what is the other interval? It is 1 by 2 comma 1. 1 by 2 comma 1. So open interval meaning is you have to leave the end points and take in between values. So in between minus 1 and plus 1 by 2 we get 0. Is that clear? So substitute that x equal to 0 in f dash of x. This is our f dash of x. X equal to 0 means 2 into 0 it is 0. 0 minus 1 it is minus 1. Minus 1 is nothing but less than 0. So in this interval sine of f dash of x it is less than 0. So if f dash of x is less than 0 then the function it is strictly decreasing. It is strictly decreasing. Then now consider this interval now, open interval 1 by 2 comma 1. You have to leave the end points. So take in between value. 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5. In between 0.5 and plus 1 we can take any value. For example 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 and so on. So I'll be taking 0.7. Substitute that 0.7 in f dash of x. So here 2 into 0.7 minus 1. 2 into 0.7 it is 1.4. 1.4 minus 1 it is 0.4. 0.4 is greater than 0. Is that clear? So for this interval f dash of x is going to be greater than 0. So if f dash of x is greater than 0, then it is strictly increasing. It is strictly increasing. Strictly increasing. So what did you understand from this? In the same interval, that is minus 1 comma 1, the function is decreasing as well as increasing. Andra kottiro ಒಂದು interval dalle function decrease agakatadre amele increase agakatade. That means it is neither increasing nor decreasing. So this implies f of x equal to x square plus minus x, this has to be minus 1, then minus 1 is neither increasing nor decreasing on open interval minus 1 comma 1, on open interval minus 1 comma 1. So this is all about the 11th problem. So note down this, then we'll move on to the 12th one. Well, the 12th problem, it is, which of the following functions are strictly decreasing on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. So we have cos x, cos 2x, cos 3x and tan x. So let us evaluate one by one. I'll be taking the first one. It is cos x, or else we can take this as f of x. So here f of x equal to cos x. Now let us go for derivative of this. What is the derivative of cos x? It is minus sin x. So differentiation of cos x will be minus sin x. So now we have to consider the given interval. It is open interval 0 comma pi by 2. So for that interval you will have to evaluate f dash of x. So here we'll take the graph. This is x axis, y, x dash, this is y dash. So this is 0 degree or 2 pi radian, and then this will be pi by 2, and this will be pi, this will be 3 pi by 2. So now the interval, it is 0 comma pi by 2. That means it lies in the first quadrant. In the first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive. That means sin x will be positive in the first quadrant. Sin x is positive, but here you have the minus sign. That means overall it becomes less than 0. Overall the answer f dash of x will be negative. So here sin x is greater than 0 in open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Then but f dash of x will be minus of sin x. For example, in between these two you take any interval 0 ಮತ್ತು 90 ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರ್ತದೆ 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree. 30 degree is nothing but pi by 6 radian. Sin pi by 6 value, it is 1 by 2. Then take another one, sin 45 degree, it is 1 by root 2. Then take sin 60 degree, it is root 3 by 2. All these three values are greater than 0. These are greater than 0, but here you have the minus sign. That means it becomes minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by root 2, minus root 3 by 2. Andre enagtade less than 0. So it will be strictly decreasing. That we have to write now. So now but f dash of x, which is equals to minus sin x will be less than 0 in the open interval 0 comma pi by 2. In open interval 0 comma pi by 2. This implies f of x is strictly decreasing. F of x is strictly decreasing. It is strictly decreasing. So we have completed the first one. Next we will move on to the second case, that is cos 2x. So note down this, then we'll go for the second one. So let us verify the second one. B, it is f of x which is equals to cos 2x, and then go for the differentiation. It is f dash of x. So it is going to be minus 2 sine 2x, minus 2 sine 2x, and then, so what is the condition for x? The given interval, open interval 0 comma pi by 2 is the condition for x, but here we have 2x. See here, given x greater than 0 and then less than pi by 2, open interval meaning is x has to be greater than 0 and less than pi by 2. Now we need the interval for 2x. So each term we have to multiply by 2. 2 into 0 it is 0. Then less than 2 into x will be 2x. Then less than 2 into pi by 2. 2 get cancels, you get only pi. So it is pi. Now 2x is greater than 0 less than pi. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ರೀ, ಓಪನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ 0, pi ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು ಇದನ್ನು. It is open interval 0, pi. That means if you plot the graph, you have to consider the first quadrant as well as the second quadrant. This is 0 or 2 pi and this is pi. So you have to see both the cases. In both the cases, in both the quadrants, sine function is going to be positive, but here you have the minus sign. So now, therefore, sine 2x is greater than 0. 2x is greater than 0 in open interval 0, pi. In open interval 0, pi. So sine 2x is positive, but here you have the minus sign. Minus 2 into some positive number, it is again negative. Andre less than 0 ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಇದು. But f dash of x which is equals to minus 2 into sine 2x will be less than 0. It is strictly decreasing. This implies f of x is strictly decreasing. Is strictly decreasing. So we are done with the second case as well. Next we will take cos 3x. So let me go for the third one. That is the case C. It is f of x which is equals to cos 3x. It is cos 3x, and then differentiate both the sides now. F dash of x which is equals to, what is the differentiation of cos 3x? It is minus 3 sine 3x. So minus 3 sine 3x, minus 3 sine 3x. So here the angle is sine 3x, here the angle is 3x, but the given condition is for x, that is x greater than 0 and less than pi by 2. We have to convert this to 3x. See here, given x greater than 0 less than pi by 2, but we need the condition for 3x. For every term we have to multiply by 3. 3 into 0 it is 0, then less than 3x, and then less than 3 pi by 2. Less than 3 pi by 2. That means, so here 3x is going to be greater than 0 and less than 3 pi by 2. So it is greater than 0 and less than 3 pi by 2. So you have to consider all the three quadrants. In the first two quadrants, sign is going to be positive. Is that clear? So it is positive means negative into positive is always negative. So for these two, f dash of x will be less than 0. Now for the third case, in the third quadrant, sign is going to be negative. So now negative into negative is always positive, it is greater than 0. So in this interval, the function is increasing as well as decreasing. Overall, in this interval, so open interval 0, 3 pi by 2, the function is neither increasing nor decreasing. here we will have to write sin 3x is greater than 0 for which interval? 0 to pi. In open interval 0 comma pi, and sin 3x less than 0 in pi comma 3 pi by 2. Okay, it is increasing as well as decreasing. This implies therefore f dash of x which is equals to f of x, therefore f of x or the function, therefore the function is neither increasing nor decreasing. Next we will move on to the last case, that is D. It is tan x. So take up the last one, D f of x which is equals to tan x. So now derivative of this will give us f dash of x which is equals to secant square x. Now what is the condition for x here? It is open interval 0 comma pi by 2. That means if you take any value, so any number to the square, so that number is always positive. That means f dash of x will be greater than 0. In that interval it is strictly increasing. This implies f dash of x which is equals to secant square x is greater than 0 on open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Therefore the function is strictly increasing. The function is strictly increasing on 0 comma pi by 2. So overall, what did you understand from this? The first case, that is A and B, in these two cases it is strictly decreasing. In the third one it is neither increasing nor decreasing. In the last one it is strictly increasing. So this is all about the 12th problem.